Good morning, one and all. Once again, a hearty welcome to my beloved students to my third online class. How are you all? All are fine? Shall we continue class? Okay. In previous class, we have discussed many things, especially about idioms. Now, we are talking about the emancipation of women. The title of the lesson is 3 L's of Empowerment, and the writer is Christine Lagarde, one of the renowned, world famous women. She is a good speaker, a social activist, and more than everything, a good individual. What is empowerment actually? Or who is an empowered woman? A woman who is free from old social limitations and customs is the empowered woman actually. And freedom cannot be achieved unless the women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression, emotional, sexual, and economical harassments, exploitation, etc. So, emancipation always has great importance. Emancipation and empowerment of women is of prime importance in every society. In our country, we have achieved partial success, but we still have a long way to go. We still have a long way to go. Just like Robert Frost, in his famous poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, tells, "Woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have some promises to keep. So, miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep." We have to go miles and miles because women, they are still in crisis. Because the whole male-dominated society is always trying to exploit them. They never allow them to move forward. In this critical juncture, the whole women have a responsibility. They should awake the real spirit and they should fight against all kinds of exploitation and injustice in the society. So here we see this is a speech done by Christine Lagarde, and the speech is very beautiful, and we just read it now. But remember, I think you already have gone through the lesson, the chapter many times, and we have no time at all. That is why important points only we discuss here now. And first of all, we see the beginning. The writer speaks about the challenges of modern women. What are those challenges? What are those challenges? It is about the economic role of women. And the women represent more than half of the total population in the world. But still, their contribution to our economy is less comparing men. To empower the women, Christine Lagarde presents 3 L's. What are those 3 L's? Learning, labor, and leadership. First, about learning. Education is the foundation upon which any change is built. Without education, no change at all for the society. Education is also the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. It's Nelson Mandela's statement. And education is also the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. It is life itself, my dear students. Education is life itself. So many prophets many philosophers told about the importance of education. Without education, people often become like sheep, animals. So, education always gives them new insight about human life. So, here Christian Lagarde also speaks about education or learning as the first L. And he also tells education helps women to break the shackles of exclusion. What is exclusion? Means being excluded, removed or avoided. But here she tells that education helps women to help themselves and break the shackles, chains of all kinds of exclusions, all kinds of removal, all kinds of prohibitions. And in this developing world, this is very important, she tells, and for that she presents an African adage. What is that adage? If you educate a boy, you train a man. If you educate a girl, you train a village. Got it? Have you got it? Okay. Can anyone explain the statement? If you educate a boy, you train a man. But if you educate a girl, you train a village. A woman can do wonders by spreading her education to whole community. That is, she can even become a good teacher and she can teach the society. But men always have the limitations. Comparing men, women have great role in education. Then, if learning is just the first step, what is the second important thing? That is labor. And how learning and labor help women to flourish? Labor facilitate women to develop and achieve her true potential and skills. Labor always help her confidence. Learning always help her to develop her confidence. Learning always help her to express herself. It give her confidence, it give her insight, it give her power too. So labor is a great tool for her to achieve her real spirit. And here Christian Lagarde tells, when women participate in the workforce, they too often tend to get stuck in low paying. Her tragedy is low paying. And often the society is not ready to give her proper respect at all. So low status, that is her destiny here. And she also often get low security jobs. But here she presents an important mantra for women empowerment. That is equal pay for equal work. But in our homes, in our country, what is reality? When men and women together they work, together they do something for you in your family, and we the people are not ready to give them equal salary. Often we make discrimination just because they are women. Christian Lagarde also speaks about the need of eliminating gender gaps in our community. Everywhere in our society, we see this gap between men and women, whether in schools or in workplace or in film industry, wherever it is. Everywhere we see the male-dominated society never give the women proper consideration. Always they have been discriminated. So this should be eliminated forever. Then she also speaks about promoting more opportunity for women in the workplace. By giving more opportunity for women in workplace, she tells about changing laws of our country. Almost all our existing laws are conventional, orthodox, and all these laws are always helping men alone. These laws are against women. So this should be changed. Think about the ancient legal text of Hinduism. Manusmriti. Manusmriti makes a controversial statement about the freedom of women. The lines are so: Madre Rekshado Shaishavi, Pidre Rekshado Kaumari, Bhartri Rekshado Yauvani, Putri Rekshado Vardhakye Nastri Swadandriya Marhadi. No women need freedom. Oru strikkum swadandriyam avashyamilla. Why? Because when she was a infant girl, her mom looked after her. When she becomes a teenage girl, her father's responsibility to look after her. Then after marriage, husband look after her. Then when she become an old woman, what happens? Who care her? Whose responsibility to protect her? It is her sons. So in any time of her life, a woman does not need freedom. So almost all religions, we see the same situation. All these conventional rules and regulations are against women. So to make a new India, to make a new nation, all these women should be empowered. She tells, and we also believe so. So they also should get, for empowering women, they also should get some credit facilities. Our banks, our financial institutions also should give maximum credit facilities to women. Okay, now we are stopping the third session now. We already have discussed two things here. Labor, and first one is learning. So should give maximum support, maximum opportunity for women to empower themselves. And you learn it well, read it well. Thank you all. Now I ask you 2 or 3 questions for your assignment. First question, write. Hello, write now, dear students. Ready? First one, if you educate a boy, you train a man. If you educate a girl, you train a village. Explain. 5 sentences minimum. Then, second question, learning and labor always go together. Explain. 5 sentences. Once again, the last question in essay, prepare the script of a persuasive speech on the topic, the need of women empowerment. Try to write these 3 questions beautifully in time. Do it properly. Thank you very much. Thank you all. And I hope that we once again meet soon. Wishing you all the best.